Iwuanyanwun at 80 escalate P2B's character. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Former presidential aspirant during the botched 1993 elections and chairman of a champion newspaper group, Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwun, at the celebration of his 80th birthday colloquium in Owerri last week, exhumed his rare experience with Mr. P2B, and the crowd was astonished. Just hear him. So many years ago, I boarded an aero contractor plane for Owerri, and I was placed in the economic compartment of the flight as the club tickets were sold out. Before the plane took off, someone walked to me and bowed down in greetings. I looked up and saw P2B, the 7th governor of Anambra State. I stretched my hand and grabbed him with as much admiration. "How are you, Your Excellency?" I asked. He responded in a very cheerful voice. "I'm well, my respected leader. Thank you, sir," he said. He whispered to me on the spot that he had vacated a seat at the club compartment of the plane for me and politely requested that I should proceed to take over a seat over there. I could not believe that a servant governor would vacate his seat for anyone in such a manner. Well, I thanked him for the honor and privilege, but I begged to refuse the offer. I even reminded him that he was breaching the protocol. He pretended he did not hear me. I was shocked to my bone marrow. P2B refused to go out of my sight. He made it a very big case inside the plane that even the passengers around started begging me to oblige him. Noticing that P2B was not ready to give up, I quietly got up and accompanied me to a seat and then went back to the economy seat to take over my own seat. I remember vividly when we landed, I waited for him to come out. I held his hands and prayed for him. I had yet another encounter with P2B at the burial service of Chief Jerome Udoji, the Federal Permanent Secretary from Anambra, where he broke protocol inside a church once again and vacated his seat for me as a governor. P2B is an exceptional character. His humility and love for humanity is infectious. May God see him through. I have also had another beautiful encounter with His Excellency Governor P2B, which involved funds. In 2011, the governors of Southeast, under the chairmanship of Governor P2B, planned to celebrate my birthday on the 4th of September 2011, but my lovely wife died in August 2011. But before her death, P2B had already raised 10 million naira with the other governors for the celebration of my birthday. Upon hearing about the demands of my wife, he put up a condolence call across to me and formally called off the birthday celebration on the account of my wife's demise. But he did one striking thing. He still went ahead and transferred the whole 10 million he had raised to me. In fact, I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that the Spirit of God dwelled inside the man called P2B. God has prepared him for what we are seeing today, and may the will of God prevail. Okay, this one goes sweet obedient mind. Where? You go to read their minds, when they talk good things about a candidate like this. You go swell up. Yes, especially when people carry this thing like say, na their business. Their mind go to you very well, I just hope that you have done little research about your candidate so that you can defend him in public. If you know the research about him, if people say things, it will hurt you. And you might even, if you're not civilized, it's what results into people, what's it called? It results into people, how do I even put it now? What's the word for it? Being uncivilized, using very derogatory words, exactly. But if see what your candidate do, your favorite candidates, yourself, go maintain yourself. With this fine news, I bet you go totally the obedient very well. To show that you are aligned, Igbos do not have respect to them. Instead of bowing down to greet you, he can vacate his seat for you. He did not bow down. Another Biafra propaganda. So you won't tell me now, say when this man they do these things, you did there. Now wow. I'm not an Igbo person, but I know of a saying in Yoruba, but I will say it in English because not everyone is Yoruba. It goes thus, that you're prostrating doesn't mean you have character. You're claiming it's not an attribute for Igbos to bow down to greet elders. Does it mean that all Yorubas who sleep on the floor to greet elders have respect? As a matter of fact, how many Yoruba men will you see today do that, including you? When last did you bow down before your father greeting him? Hypocrites like you. I wanted that he wanted to even side him. Go and learn, because you're dead wrong here. The Igbos do not lie down that they brass, but they bow to greet their elders. Exactly. He said they bow. He said they bow. See, bow or no bow, take home here is, I think, with what they're saying today. Look, apart from the fact that this man they run for presidency, this man, if you look this man, you will learn something. I did tell you, see, from this little time when this man has come out, from when he came out to say he wants to be president, if I tell you I never learned anything from that time till now, you never be president too, I go say they lie. This is not the first time we are hearing such story that P2B did something very, very remarkable, very, very something where we say you could tell your children, you know, say if you raise your children for where we say other children did, other members of the community did with their children. If one they behave well, you know, not that kind of one where you tell picking, you see him, you see as this person do, you know, he's a character worthy of emulation. To be sincere, he's a character worthy of emulation. Okay, back to the news. I can't agree more. Let God's ways prevail. He did not do them because he will one day become a presidential candidate. He's just being himself. All right. Okay, P2B is not pretentious. He is humility personalized, frugal, and trustworthy any day, anytime. The 10 million he gave you that already been a rich man is senseless. He should be selected 10 struggling persons, share the money to them to enhance the trades in recognition of Chief Iwuanyanwun's birthday. I don't understand. Okay. Well, a lot of things I'm seeing here is people are concurring, and people are saying, people are saying, His Excellency, sir, this one, sir, he is a very good man. That is what I'm seeing here. I just hope that when people say things that you don't want to hear about your candidate, because you have done your research, you'll be able to engage them in a very civilized manner in the conversation. Because I always say, do research on your candidate. And the reason why I say that is so that tomorrow, they don't just come and blow breeze. They don't just come and blow breeze before you know. That breeze will then blow, because like the way we see them use blue arm. And your candidate they talk about, before you know, you don't start today. See things, Alright. Well, the truth of the matter is, presidential candidate or not, P2B has proven over time that he has a very remarkable character. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.